Now let's do input as well. So for example, we want to get a character C. Then you can say C is get car for character, which will get a character from the keyboard, and you can output it with either printf like this, or you can say put char with C. So that's two different ways to output. Now let me turn that off by typing two braces, so now it's ignored. So you'll see I can run it and it will wait for a character and then outputs the character. The other way to output is possible as well. So if I run this, we can type a character and it will just output the character. Now I prefer this because this is how you can output any type of data. So you can output a single character, a number, a text, or whatever you want to output. The put character only puts a single character, but it's possible as well. You can also output or get input for more than one character. So let's say you have a list of text. So whatever text, a name, it needs to know the number of characters is possible. So let's say 100 characters. Then you can get the characters using the scanf function. And it needs to have, let's say 10 characters. So %10s. So that will get 10 characters from the terminal, and we can output it. So now if you run this, we can type some text. And you'll see it got some characters from the terminal. So when you press enter, it just stops recording. So you can output in that way text as well. Now, of course, the size should be large enough to store all the characters. So if you were to have only one character, or let's say 2 characters, and you run it, you'll see that the program crashes. It says smashing detected, terminated. So that's because, where's the program? That's because our space for characters reserved is only 2 characters. And we are getting more than 2 characters, so that's why the program crashes. So C is very low-level language, and you need to be very explicit about the size. And when the size is not large enough, the program just crashes. So it's very strict about that. And even you can request memory. For example, if you have 100 characters, that will often be fine. So if you have this program and you run it, we can type some data. So, and it will be not a problem. But sometimes, like when you have more data, for example, an image, a video, or like a book, you need to request a lot of data, and you can request that from the memory directly. So you can say asterisk instead, which is like more than 1, and then you can reserve memory in this fashion. So that will reserve 100 characters for you in the computer memory. So if you run this, and we can type something, you'll see it does exactly the same. However, we can request something, some data from the memory. So if you have a lot of data, you might need to do that. However, for like small texts, you can often get away with just doing it like this instead. So say, okay, we want 100 characters modern computers can easily request 100 characters. But of course, you can imagine if you want a megabyte or like large data, you need to request that data from the memory.